unbox to ready to ride. In this video, we will show you what's inside the box, how to unpack your G Line, and the checks you should make before riding. What's in the box? Upon opening the box, you will find a QR code. Scan it and you will be taken to the Quick Start Guide. For your G Line, the box will contain the saddle with pentaclip, the quick release pedal, a 5mm hex key, the saddle height insert, the front reflector, the bell, a set of reflectors for your wheels and the rear light. For your electric G Line, your box will contain the battery in its bag, the battery charger, the charger cable, a set of reflectors for your wheels, the bell, the saddle height insert, a 5mm hex key, the quick release pedal, and the saddle with pentaclip. Carefully remove the packaging from the bike, then lift the bike out of the box. Keep your box and packaging aside in case you need to return your bike. Fitting your saddle. Slide the pentaclip and saddle onto the seat post. Start with a neutral position, with the top surface flat and parallel to the ground. You can later adjust this to suit. For detailed instructions on how to do so, click on the link in the description. Tighten the pentaclip using the 5mm hex key. Torque to 15 Nm. To unfold your G Line, release the detachable pedal from its holder and fit on the crank until you can hear an audible click. Push on the right-hand grip and extend the handlebar upwards, then tighten the handlebar hinge clamp. Undo the seat post quick release, raise the seat post, then close it. Grip the handlebar support to release the hook from the rear frame, then swing the front wheel forward in a stirring motion. Secure by closing the main frame hinge clamp. Grip the saddle to flick the rear frame into position until it clicks into place. Fit the front reflector to the handlebar by wrapping the clamp around the thicker side of the handlebar. Then secure using a cross-headed screwdriver. For the front and rear battery lights, fitting instructions, runtime and modes, click on the link in the description. To fit the bell, loop the bell fastener around the handlebar, then hook to secure it. Ensure the bell rings freely without obstructions. To set up your electric G Line, slot the battery on the front carrier block until it clicks into place. Use the button to change your level of assistance and choose your light settings. To detach the battery, push down on the catch, then pull to remove. To charge the battery, insert the charging cable into the rear of the battery as shown. The charger red light will turn on and then turn green when the battery is fully charged. You can track the charging progress by looking at the battery charge levels. To fold your G Line, release the rear frame clip and raise the bike, allowing the rear wheel to swing under the frame. Rotate the crank until parallel to the floor, and with the drive side arm facing backwards, unscrew the hinge clamp on the main frame and grip the handlebar support. Using a stirring action, move the front wheel backwards and hook onto the rear frame. Undo the quick release, allowing the saddle to drop down, then tighten the quick release lever back up. Undo the hinge clamp on the handlebar support and let the handlebars drop into the catch. Press the quick release pedal adapter and pull to remove the pedal. When the bike is folded, you can store the detachable pedal in its designed holder behind the fork. Moving with your folded G Line is easy. To roll your folded bike, keep the seat post up, then push down on the saddle. Alternatively, you can tow your bike by pulling it from the handlebars. Preparing for your first ride. Check you can comfortably reach the brakes. If adjustment is needed, use a 2mm hex key to do so. Screw clockwise to reduce reach and anti-clockwise to add. Always test your brakes after adjustment. Check the saddle is at the correct height and angle. You may also want to take this opportunity to fit the saddle height insert. The saddle height insert allows you to get the correct saddle height every time you extend your seat post upon unfolding. For detailed instructions on how to do so, click the link in the description. Check you understand how to use the gears. See the link in the description below for details on how to do this. Even if your bike is new, you should check whether your tires are correctly inflated. The The recommended range will be molded into the tire sidewall. Finally, make sure the hinges are closed securely. Please be aware that there is a bedding-in phase for the hinges. It is important to check they are securely tightened at the beginning of your ride and perform a visual check during your first rides. And if needed, hand tighten to ensure they are still secure. In very few countries, wearing a helmet is law. However, we would always recommend a helmet. Modern helmets are light, airy, and de-risk the chance of head injuries. Finally, have fun! We are sure you will enjoy riding your G Line and the freedom it brings.